Hey, what's going on? Call Valley Kickball. Welcome to the Week 1 playoff review. I'm your host, CJ Cobra Kai, here with, let's see, Liz Schaefer.
What up?
Jackie Firecracker Becker.
Hello, I love Pokemon Go.
Megan, the better half Hallman.
D-holes.
Jason Cougar Huang.
I just realized there's more females than males on the stage. I'm scared.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, you should be.
We have Rob Z.
Hey guys, what's up?
And we have Taylor.
Hello. Hi, Taylor.
All right, guys.
Hey, Taylor.
We are here, as we are every week, at the lovely Jazz House, 926 and a half Massachusetts. Thank you, Rick, for letting us come here and sully your place every week. This week's sponsor is Static Salon, 12 East 8th Street, Lawrence, Kansas, 66044. Phone number is 785-830-9400, statichairsalon.com. Ask for Taylor and receive the KBKL 30-20-10 special, $30 cuts for ladies, $20 cuts for gents, and $10 off of color. Taylor, do you have anything to add?
I also do perms.
Thank God.
You heard it first.
Yes.
Get your Jared curls.
Sweet, sweet perms. All right.
CJ, I think you look pretty good with a perm.
It would look weird with my
I was thinking
completely...
Cougar might look pretty
Cougar?
good.
I think Cougar
No,
might
no,
be
first
better
of all-
suited for a perm than me.
I feel a
I would
bet
terrible
coming
with perm.
on.
And I'm not going to be this typical Asian guy, dye their hair green, purple, red, or blue. I'm not going to do that. Although if I had to, I'll ask you, Taylor, if I had to do that.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay, now we're on to the not fun part of it. It's the housekeeping stuff. Cleanup this week at every field was amazing. Thanks to everyone from Aaron and everyone else on the board and just the league in general. Keep recycling those cans. Check when and where you play next week. 5 p.m. games still need to ref the 6:30 and vice versa. Moving on, we have the awesome KVKL end of the season charity party and silent auction. It's going to be September 4th at Abe and Jake's, and I believe that is a Sunday, correct, Jackie?
Yes, she's nodding yes.
Yes. I can't nod. Duh.
All right. It's at Abe and Jake's, which is 8 East 6th Street. Doors open at 7 o'clock. It's $5 to get in. Has to be 18 and over. It's benefiting Penthouse, Suncedar, and Ballard Center. There's going to be hundreds of prizes to be auctioned off. Everything from restaurant gift certificates, sports memorabilia, concert tickets, gift baskets, and more. Also, for entertainment, there's going to be beer, wine, karaoke, a photo booth, which sounds awesome, and there was that last year, and there's going to be a raffle with drawings throughout the night. Please keep telling your teammates about this upcoming event, and if you have anything to add to the silent auction, please get a hold of Ben Wright.
We're still looking for any kind of donations. It could be food. If you want to cook something for the event and bring it in, that's awesome too. But anything you can find out there. Nothing's too small.
All right. Now that we've got all of that out of the way, should we talk about some games?
Absolutely.
Oh, I suppose.
Okay.
If you insist.
Week 1 of the playoffs. Wow. We have playing game 1, which is at YSC 1 at 3:30. Nick Lerner's homies 6. Asteroid Head 16.
Yep.
Coog?
Well, it's plain and simple. Asteroid Head, they had Pat Watkins this week, unlike last week. And honestly, it makes a difference. He's their best kicker, arguably their emotional leader, and it showed. They kicked a lot better this past Sunday than the week before that when we played them. They didn't kick as well.
Clint Thrasher also kind of dominated you too, Cougar.
Yeah.
He
So
did.
There's 2 of
He
them.
did. He played better that time as well.
He's quite a power
He
lad.
did.
How many
yeah.
people did you leave stranded on base, Cougar?
How many did I leave straight on base?
Yeah.
0.
Okay,
True
not you
story.
personally, but
True story. So we made some drops and didn't know we were running on the base pass, but they were better. They're a better team than we are. So playing
double play with bases loaded, darling. Oh, not
Really?
good.
That happened?
Yeah,
Oof.
Cougar's team, not good.
Woo.
His guy
Dude.
forgot to run.
What's that?
Your guy forgot to run?
Guy forgot to run.
Yeah, I ref this game, so I actually shed a tear for you there because I thought it was going to get a little bit closer with the bases loaded, and your dude didn't run.
I probably almost popped a blood vessel in my brain.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That
Oh well.
sucks, dude.
That's okay.
All right. Playing
okay.
game number 2. Liberty Hall 33, Leafy Greens 2. Jesus.
I think Liberty Hall could score 33 runs this whole season. Seriously.
I heard Robin Cotton got a home run.
She
Oh,
did.
wow.
Really?
Nice.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Was she talking shit as she ran?
I hope to God so. I really do.
I ref this game, and Leafy's just dominated from the get-go. No offense to the Leafy Greens, they tried real
Couldn't
hard.
tell by that 33-2 score.
Yeah. I will say this: Robin did get a home run. They had at one point bases loaded, and one of their ladies bunted up first base for a suicide squeeze in,
Okay.
followed by Styles' grand slam base clearing home run right afterwards.
Ah,
Oh, wow.
nice.
Okay. Cool. Let's see. We have Brew Ballers 19, Repetition 2. Anybody see this game?
No.
No.
Oh,
No?
so- Chelsea
I did not, but I'm going to take a bet that Lundy got on base every time.
Really?
Yeah,
All right.
she's kind of a champ.
Nice. Awesome. Okay, playing game 4. We have Johnny's 15, Grandstand 2. Anybody got anything?
They were talking mad shit last week, so I'm glad that they won this game
Yeah,
because that would have been
where's-
super embarrassing if they would have lost.
And where's Tim?
Where's my subordinate?
Where
Where's
is
that
Tim?
subordinate of Tim? Where is he?
Usually he's here
That's
and
right.
ready
He's
at the
usually
mic.
here, but ready to gloat. But
Yeah.
he's not here.
It's
So,
free game to talk shit
Slacker.
now.
yeah. All right. So, with that, we'll move on to the 8 semifinals
Oh,
here.
yeah.
So we have Nick Lerner's homies 26, Repetition 2. Coog. Putting it on him.
Yeah, well, yeah, we bunted early, loaded the bases up, kicked away, which was great. The one unfortunate part, I'm sure Aaron has something. No, but the one unfortunate thing is Katie Marcus did get hurt running the first base in the 6th inning, and her knee buckled. I guess her right knee buckled, and we don't know the extent of it. She's getting MRI. Oh, geez, Bridget knows the extent. Oh, geez.
She has a potential minor tear in her MCL, and
Uh-huh.
if they have to do surgery, she's out for 6 months. If they don't, she's out for 2 weeks.
Feast or famine on that.
I see.
Okay.
Feel
you,
better,
Bridget.
Marcus.
Hopefully it's the latter, not the
Open the
former.
ladder, yeah.
Okay.
Cougar's team went through the lineup 3 times.
Is that
in
right?
3 innings. You literally scored. You went through your lineup 3 times in 3 innings, and the scorekeeper was having trouble keeping track of the brackets. So we'll have to make sure that you guys actually scored not more than like 80.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's Hillary from Leafy Greens to the scorekeeping, but yeah.
Okay, next semifinal. Leafy Greens 5, Grandstand 7. Anyone see this game?
I ref this game. This back and forth. Of course I did. Thank you. Grandstand got their vengeance against Leafy Greens. That Leafy Greens won. Week 9 or 10. It's just that Leafy Greens made some mistakes on the field, and Grandstand they kicked better. So that's plain and simple. And close game expected between these two teams. That's all.
All right, so that sets up the final, which will take 2 weeks from now. Nick Lerner's homies versus Grandstand, and we will preview that in next week's podcast. So enjoy your week off, Coop.
I will do nothing but watch games. I have nothing else smart to say. Sorry.
All right, first round, we got here the number 1 seed, KTC, 14. Number 33 seed, Asteroid Head, 4. Anybody see this game?
The homies clearly made Astro Head tired, for KTC. You're welcome, Jesse. So,
All right.
yeah. that's
Next game, Sacred S Word, 6. Woost, 7. Jackie, what do you got for us?
Jackie.
It was a really excellent game. I actually didn't believe that we'd be so evenly matched, but we were. And I think we finally figured out where to put Dan, because that's been tough because he can pretty much do anything. And he remained shirtless all day. He slid into home. And with...
We all win when that happens.
Yeah, bottom of 9. They had a runner on first and third, and Mike Emo Tiffany was up. And he just happened to kick it right to me, and I got the last out for us to win. Woo!
taking down the former team as well.
Yeah, and that was the team I played for 7 years, and it's the first time on my other teams that I've ever beaten Sacred Sword, so it was kind of personally very special.
Awesome. Okay, the number 8 seed, Free State, 10, 25, Ladybird, 1. Anybody got anything?
No.
Okay, next game. Number 9 seed, Red Lion, 14, 24 seed, Screamers, 3.
Wise, you want to come up here?
Sarah?
You want to talk, Weisel? You want to come up here?
Oh yeah, I played this game.
Oh, you
Oh,
played this
my
game?
gosh.
Oh, I'm sorry, I forgot about you. Sorry, Taylor.
Thanks for forgetting
You're
about
welcome.
me.
Sorry.
We had fun. It was a lot of fun.
And it wasn't that hot.
No, it wasn't. It was actually a really good game. We were tied going into the 5th inning, and then we blew it, but that's okay.
Oh, you didn't blow it. We drank some more. It's fine.
You're right. It was your fault.
These are the notes that I have from Ben. Ben is in Vegas right now, so that's why he is not here tonight. He said that it was a tight defensive game for maybe 4 innings, and Lions strung together some bunts and gap kicks in a couple of innings to put it out of reach. He was really impressed with the Screamers. D, yeah. And they played a full 9, yeah, and never gave in. Weird. It was a fun game. Chelsea had a web gem in the middle of the innings, batting a wild one over the first for the force out, if his drunk memory serves. So that's what I got from Ben. So, all right.
I ref the game, and I do have to say that Screamers, you have the sauciest pitchers in the league. Your mouths are impressive and can definitely confuse a team a little bit. So nice job, Chelsea and Aaron.
All right. Next game, the number
Chelsea
4
doesn't acknowledge.
seed, Channel 6, 12. The number 29 seed, Johnny's, 0.
I'm shocked it's a shutout.
Not really for me.
It's a shutout? It's a shutout.
Yeah, no.
Well, the shutout part, that's what I'm shocked about.
Yeah, I'm not really that
It's a
surprised.
loss, not shutout, so.
I just don't think that,
I figured Tim's anger would at least fuel him a little bit.
all right.
Slacker.
Moving on to the next game, the number 13 seed, Merchants, versus the number 20 seed, Matadors. It had to be a forfeit because Merchants did not have enough ladies.
Aww.
Moving on. The number 5 seed, Wildman, who features Simon Skinner, who got his hair permed at Static Hair Salon, which is this week's sponsor. 12 East A Street, Lawrence, Kansas, 66044, 785-830-9400. We had 9. Where's my pitches? Who don't feature Simon and his awesome perm, had 0. I played in this game. It was kind of a clinical game for us. We didn't play particularly or as well as we kind of expected ourselves to. Defensively, we were solid. Just offensively, we left a lot of runners on base. Moving on. 12 seed Hertz Donut D-Holes, 12. The 21 seed Rats, 4. Megan?
It was a great game. Actually, Rats did a lot better this time around. I think they had their full roster. They had their speedsters that I'd never seen before, but it was really hard for them to get on base in the beginning, and when they did at the end, they kind of stranded some of the runners. But RJ had some great kicks, booted some people in, but we just kind of held out at the end.
All right. Sounds good. Moving on. Next game. Number 2 seed, Muddy Waters, 13. Against the number 31 seed, Liberty Hall, 1. Anybody see this game?
I reffed this game, and it was actually pretty close for a little bit. It was tied 1-1 for, I believe, through either the 3rd or the 4th. Then Muddy just kind of opened it up with some of their deep kicks.
All
What
right.
was that?
Bass in that voice.
I didn't hear anything you just said.
Barry White with that voice over there.
My God.
Very, very wise.
That's impressive.
We're
I
sharing
can't
a
even be mad.
Moving next game, 15 seed Das Boot, 9. Number 18 seed Corksucker, 7. This is a lot closer than I thought I would expect it. Anybody see this game?
I wish I did.
No.
Anybody here that?
Seriously, nobody?
Saw this game?
Really?
All right.
Tom's not here. Where's it at?
Yeah. Next game. Number 7 seed Love Garden, 23. Number 26 seed Leeway Franks 1, Rob Z.
It was a pretty fun game. They actually have a lot of potential, but they kind of threw the ball around quite a bit, and it cost them probably about a third of the runs that we scored, just kind of not taking care of the ball.
Okay.
It was fun, though. They're a fun team to play.
Yep.
I'm actually a little surprised that they didn't put up a few more points than this, the way they've been performing this entire season.
Yeah, they have some really good kickers.
Yeah. Okay. Number 10 seed Go Ats 3, 23 seed Jazz House 2. Jesus, Rick.
Holy.
Come on down, Rick.
crap.
This is a lot closer than I thought it was going to be. So let's get the skinny here from
What
Rick.
happened?
It was a great game. We were really, really closely matched through the whole time. The goats were actually fun. They didn't scream at the umpires. They didn't scream at us. Carter is no longer in the building. Carter is gone, and well, never mind. Let's see. So we had bases loaded in the first inning, and then our guy came up, and he fouled out on 4 pitches.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah, right. Then close game. Bases loaded at the very end of the game. At the very end. Fly ball, game over. But it was fun, and the sound guy's got to fix this mic. But it was a fun game. The goats were cool. Everything was cool, and yeah, that's all I got.
Cool, man.
Weissel, you got anything? Oh. All right, awesome. Number 3 seed Happy Shart 17. 30 seed Brewballers 0.
Did you say Happy Shart?
That's not really their name.
I think you said
I
Happy
heard that
Sharks.
also.
Did I say that?
Yes.
You did.
Did
I'm a
I?
little bit offended.
Did I?
Check the
You
tape.
did.
Did you, though?
Check the tape afterwards. Check the tape.
Oh, man, Happy Shits?
He said.
Anybody see this game?
Bold no material.
No.
Wow.
Next game. 14 seed Rockets 10. 19 seed Ghosts 1. Liz.
We crushed that game.
Yeah.
We needed to after not winning a single pool play game. We were hungry for a win.
And you got it.
And we got it.
All right. Number 6 seed Red Legs 19. 27 seed Bad News Bagels 5. Anybody see this game?
Good on you, Bagels, for getting 5.
Ben Wright was here somewhere. No.
Oh, of course.
He's
He steps
smoking.
out now.
Yeah. Okay. Next game. 11 seed Chalmers is Chalmers 5. Number 22 seed Poshwash, who have Erin Adams, who gets her hair done at Static Salon. 12 East A Street. 785-830-9400. They had 1. So anybody see this game?
Aaron's here. Tell us about it, Aaron.
Chalmers did not score 8.
What?
They didn't
They
score
scored
8.
5.
They scored 5. We
It
said
says
5.
5 to 1.
They scored 8 every other game. They
Oh,
kept them
yeah.
below 8.
okay.
All right.
Oh, that's right. I
That
get
was
it
a
now.
good game.
I get it now. That was good. That was
I
good.
thought you were just telling us that
Okay.
we were wrong.
Okay,
It's
so-
winning by 8. You're right. Sorry. I
We are going to move on to the less awesome side, a.k.a. the plate, and do the second round games for that. All right. First game at the top there is Asteroid Head 12, Sacred S-Word 5. This game actually
I was
came as a
really
surprise
surprised.
for me because I totally thought that Sword was going to win this game.
I did too.
I agree.
In my predictions last week, I actually picked Asteroid Head to beat Sacred Sword because over the years, Asteroid Head seems to get their shit together come the tournament. Like they're like, oh, hey, we've all had fun this summer. Let's actually play kickball. And Sacred Sword, out of Josh Hunt's mouth, we shit the bed. So
Oof.
there you go. Sword out 2 years in a row in first round. And good job, Asteroid Head. They looked really strong, actually, after 3 games. They still kind of had it all
Yeah,
together.
that is crazy.
And they're a big team, so I think that kind of helped.
Yeah.
And maybe alcohol. I don't know.
Kombucha?
Next,
Kombucha.
yeah, they're vitalized by kombucha, so we might
Vitalized.
want to test the kombucha for PEDs. Ladybird Harpies 9, Screamers 5.
Holy crap.
Jackie,
Uh-oh.
what you got for us?
Well, Taylor's right here on the.
We'll let you go first, and then we'll let Taylor go after you.
It was actually a really intense game. Definitely a lot of thoughts going on there. A lot of vocalization. My favorite part was when they played your wedding. You put on the wedding song while Matt Pryor was pitching, and it was a song Matt Pryor wrote for Taylor and Freed's wedding, and that was probably the highlight of the game for me personally.
We did.
I wept a little.
We rallied a little bit during that song. Actually, we got some people on base, but we still lost. This is 2 years in a row, by the way, that we've lost to Harpies in the plate final. But last year it was 22-8, so we did a little better this time.
That's good. That's good. Okay. Next game, Johnny's nil, Merchants forfeit.
Tee-hee.
Next game, Where's My Pitches 4, Rats 8. Anybody see this game?
No.
I didn't, but based off of the way the Rats were playing during our first game, I'm not too surprised by this.
Yeah.
They got their shit together.
Yeah, it sucks. Like, I know Vaughn had missed the first game, and he played in the second, so it kind of just sucks that he only got to play in one game. So.
I know. But through the season, like, I want to get behind them, but they're so opposite ends of the spectrum every week.
Ben and I have talked about this. Like, we cannot just pick them because of the fact that they've been so inconsistent.
If you can get 3 in a row, I'll vote for you.
Yeah. Okay. Next game, Liberty Hall 2, Corksuckers 13. Jackie?
I didn't see that game.
Oh.
That's not on my list.
Sorry. Never mind.
It's okay. I heard that they got tired. Val got her head hit or something.
Yeah,
but she's okay. She's okay.
Val said she hit her head pretty hard. She went to the doctor today or yesterday. She's okay, but yeah, she said she cracked her head pretty good and was dizzy for a while. So
Derek?
glad she's all right.
I ref that game, and she had she bunted up first base, a hard bunt up first base line.
Wide turn at the base path, right?
And no, she was clear on base. She made it through. She was kind of like doing the slow runoff, and it was an errant throw. And the right fielder came screaming in to get the ball, and they collided.
Gotcha.
Way off base.
Ouch.
She broke her glasses.
That sucks. Apparently she was more bummed about that than hitting her head anyway.
Yeah. She said she felt better during the second part of the game.
She said she felt better in the second part of the game. Are we going to have a League of Nile with KBKL? We got to have a concussion protocol here pretty soon.
Team Docs.
Yeah. Next game, we have Leeway Franks 1, Jazz House 6. Rick, congrats on the win, man. That's awesome.
Nice job.
Which, the lovely Jazz House, 926.5 Massachusetts. Thank you for letting us come here every week. Rick, what do you got for us?
Leeway Franks were really fun. It was a fun game. We played really well. My defenses, I'm super proud of them. My girls get better every single week, and and it wasn't ever close. So yeah, but Leeway Franks are great people.
How are those twins doing? How are the twins doing? No, your twins
Your
on your
twins.
team.
My twins are getting better and better and better every week. I mean, I know I've said this all year long, blah, blah, Rick's so boring, but we really do get better every single week, and it's just been a real wonderment and a real joy to coach this team, to watch them they make a mistake, they make it again, and then they almost make it the third time, but then they don't. And so, that's they're really good, and I'm looking forward to playing next week. So.
All right. Awesome. Okay, next game we got Brew Ballers 6, Ghosts 7.
I do see a Katie Keating somewhere.
Katie Keating, Cosgrove.
Come on, Kiki.
I was looking at the other side of the bracket to see who we were going to play next. It was a really good game. I haven't seen Brew Ballers play all year long, and they're really good. I mean, I didn't. They had a lot of new people I'd never seen before.
Yeah, I mean, it was a close game when Woos played them. We only beat them by 2. When they're together, they're good.
Yeah. What was the score? 9-8 or something.
7-6.
7-6.
Yeah, I think we took the lead in the 5th or 6th inning on a double that I had, and that was just kind of our, let's do this sort of thing. And I think we're ready to take the Diana plate this year, maybe a little bit. So thank you. Also, Taylor's my hairdresser. Bye.
Hey, Katie.
There you go. Yeah.
You get the lighter with the random black crap on it.
Awesome.
Oh, that's hilarious.
Score of the weekend. Bad news next game. Bad News Bagels 1, Posh Wash 8. Aaron?
Aaron.
Aaron?
Aaron?
Aaron? Aaron? Aaron? Aaron?
This was a great game because we finally figured out our lineup. And hot tip, if you play against Bagels, don't kick it to Danielle. She's going to catch it.
All right.
Makes sense.
Now that we got that out of the way, we are moving on to the Cup Final, a.k.a. the Awesome Bracket. First game at the top here is KTC 13, Woost 3. Ouch.
There's no ouch there. We were winning up until the 4th inning, man. I was really proud of us. Hello, Tyler Carmody from the Woos. Welcome back. Sorry we couldn't win this one for you. But KTC's good. I kind of scared him or got him excited at first when I said that because Kenny couldn't play. Dan was going to sit out, and they actually believed it for a minute. Yep. Good job, good job, McKee brothers. You're smart. They're better at catching balls.
Yeah.
But pretty much Hannah Blodgett, bases loaded, did a squeeze play on us. Lou kept kicking right at third. It was really weird, but he kept getting on base. It kept working, and so they just kind of, after the 4th, they figured out how to beat us, and they did, and they're really good.
All
So
right.
congrats,
Jessie,
guys.
who plays for KTC. What do you got for us, girl?
I was just going to say that it was awesome that Kenny showed up, and he even was doing, like, warm-up pitches for everyone. You could tell he wanted to play so badly. And I just found out that he was supposed to give me his nice tank top that hadn't been used, but he wore it last weekend, and so now there's 2 destroyed ones, and I get one of them. Bloody and dirty, I guess. I don't know. That's like
All right.
a gift or something. But, yeah, no, we really, when we got into that game, we just had to shake it off at the beginning, and then we just kind of found our groove. We had some, like, repositioning we would do that was really beneficial, kind of moving me into the outfield and Alex up into short so he could have the arm to really get those outs on first. But it's lots of fun.
We had good music, so it made it better.
Yeah, it was very motivational. I did handstands in the outfield.
And a good catch out there, too.
I did.
All right. Next game. Free State 3, Red Lion 9.
Wow. This is a rematch.
Red Line
Yeah.
Utter Vengeance.
Yeah.
Where's Weisel?
I have some notes from Ben. He said that Free State growled, Red Lion roared.
Oh.
Well, this is in his notes, so Weisel said that. Yes.
Footnote.
He clearly
He's
did
Melania
not cite
Trumping
you on that,
you.
so blame him. He said it was the polar opposite of the contentious Week 5 game. Both teams were, in great spirits, joking, having fun. Free State was really gracious in defeat and shotguns for everyone. Excellent bend but don't break defense early on by both sides, made for a back and forth lead changes. Some crazy batted ball plays, including Bunch kicking a liner a few inches off the ground at third baseman for a pop out, which is crazy. And Todd batting one up to Nick 25 feet behind him in the outfield. Shanna ranged all the way to her left and, made a...
Shanna?
Shanna. Yeah. It's Shanna. I don't know what you guys are talking about. It's Shanna. It made a pivot throw across her body to get a key out at second, which was awesome. It boiled down to, Free State having a couple players missing, Lions stringing together a couple of hits, or rallies led by the ladies, awesome, and Free State not being able to counterpunch on offense or in the middle innings. So, and apparently Seth Supersport Sanchez owes someone, in quotation marks, a growler of oatmeal stout. So, and
It's
Ben
me,
says
Seth.
that, and then, step up, Seth. And then Ben says apparently I should bet on line every game, speaking about himself. So.
It was a really excellent game to watch after having to ref the first one. That was a little crazy, and I think it was a little too hot the first time they played each other. And I think this game in the evening in the line with a few drinks, you guys just were in control the whole time. It was really obvious. And, Yeah, we all know this, and it's been said multiple times, but the Lion ladies are really impressive. Kickers and defenders. I mean, you just know how to get to third base always, sir. You get to first, and you're always at third. You know, it's just smart playing, so good job.
Yep.
All
Want to say something, Weisel?
I guess I don't have anything to say after that. Thanks, y'all.
Thanks, Weisel.
Thanks, Sarah. All right, next game. Channel 6. 16. Matadores Cerro.
So, real quickly, this is the first time in KVKL playoff history, like back-to-back shutouts by the same team. This has never happened ever.
Goodness.
I'm just shocked. I'm just shocked. It's like,
Yeah, this is
How long did it take you to figure that out, Cougar?
Happy shirt.
Wait, we'll get to that first. We'll get to that
Clearly,
later.
just 2 days.
Did Los Mats throw the game like they did last year?
Of course they did.
Whoa!
Emergence totally wore him out
Love
the
you,
first
Paul.
game.
Oh, my.
All right.
Yeah, it's clearly
Yeah,
Derek.
clearly did. All that resting they had to do. Okay.
Yeah.
Lot of good that did.
Hindsight is 2020, Santos. 2020, friendo.
All right. Next game. Next game after this. Wild man. 8. Hertz Donut D-hole 7. This was a fucking
This
awesome
was an
game.
amazing fucking game.
You go
All of
first.
us are so proud.
Yeah.
Like all of us. Nobody
The-
lost their shit.
Nope.
It was great defense, great offense. I think the lead went back and forth multiple times throughout the
like,
game.
Great kicking by both sides. They're like, there's nothing either team could hang their heads about. Like they both played really, really great. And had Hertz Donut played anybody else, they probably would have won that game.
And
Or at least kept it close with the upper seeded teams too.
I think there was one play that if it hadn't have been a tagged out, it might have actually pushed us to a tie or at least over. It was when Ariel was running to third, and it was just a freak throw. I don't even think they were actually throwing at him. The ball just went errant, and right as he was about ready to step on third base, it tagged his calf.
Yeah.
So he was out, and that put a runner at 1 and 2 with 2 outs, and when it could have been bases loaded with 1 out, and Alex
Yeah,
coming
you
up to
got
kick.
your kickball gods got you back this week, and
Yeah.
for Turtle last week. I'd just like to point out with this game, this should show just how amazing the parity is from 12, 13 down all the way to 1.
Yeah.
That in the playoffs, you've got 1-run games with 12 and a 5. And, yeah, this game was awesome to watch or play in. I was basically watching from the sideline. This game was awesome to play in. We had a lot of fun.
There was a lot of cheering, too, and great
All
music.
right. Yeah, we got Simone coming up.
Look at that perm.
Look at that fucking
That
perm.
hair. Ooh.
Yes, guys, I got
How
my
you
hair
did
permed.
that?
That's
Did
static.
you get a little color, too?
It glistens.
So if you're like me and like only half your hair is curly and the other half is stupidly straight, static will fix that for you. No joke. Can I talk about our game for a second?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. So,
But you got to go to static.
well,
right
first
after
of
that.
all, CJ has a fucking broken kneecap. Do people know that? He was playing on a
They
broken
do
kneecap.
now.
Crazy. Man, it was a super good game. Like the D holes, you guys are amazing. Like that game was, we played really well. You guys played really well, and it was like it was a 1-run game, so
Yeah.
evenly matched. Chip though, shout out to Chip. The guy was doing diving throws from the catcher position on
Yeah.
dirt.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, and making
And
me out.
I also
so.
want to give a shout
Throwing
out to
people out.
Ariel.
Yeah.
I have never seen him make so many plays from pitcher position to get some of those your amazing speedsters out. People who always get on base. It was
Yeah.
just he was there in a split second, and it was golden.
Yeah,
I loved it.
It was. Yeah, this is like one of the better games that I've ever played in. So yeah.
I repped this game as well, and it was a pleasure to watch. It was an amazing kickball game. For being broken, you played amazingly. Like I know Hammond had 2 screaming line drives right at you that you flew in the air to catch. I know it's his last name, but Turtle is not slow like I thought he was going to be. I thought it was like a tiny guy.
Turtle is not. It's
No, I
He
was
is not
assumed it was
slow,
like a big
and
fat guy,
he
kind of
killed it
tiny.
out
yeah.
right field. Like
His-
he killed it.
Every single kick of his was thunderous. Shout out to Mo. Colin
Oh, yeah.
had a
Who's-
crazy it shot off right, pulled back left, and she like snapped it out of the air.
One-handed.
One-handed, like just scooped it up.
And
It was
let's not
awesome.
forget she's 5 feet tall.
If that. She's like 4'10".
She definitely saved you guys like 1 or 2 runs
Oh,
because I
yeah.
think we had bases loaded at that
Yep.
point, and that ended the inning too. So that was an amazing play. All right.
Rude as fuck.
Next game, Muddy Waters 7, Das Boot 1. Anybody see this game?
No.
I didn't.
We have like the.
yeah.
Okay, we got Rick. Come on down.
I heard
Rick.
it was pretty close until about like the
I
third
ref
fourth.
the game, and it was a good game. It was kind of Das Boot uncharacteristically was slinging the ball around. They got down early. The score sheet may verify that, and so they were just kind of like chasing their money. And Muddy Waters is good, man. I mean, they're 2 seed and they're good, and they capitalized on Das Boot's mistakes. And I just want to say, I think this is Das Boot's last year, quite possibly anyway. And I first started reffing in 2008, and those guys have always been just the best team to ref, the nicest guys, incredibly
They are awesome.
competitive.
They're great.
They set the standard for playing competitive but not being dicks about it.
Yeah.
Das Boot, you guys, I love you. You are the best.
Absolutely.
Molly, Chris, Josh, Terminator Josh, all of them. So, yeah.
You guys
I'm
are
going to be sad to see them go. They're really great.
Absolutely.
Shout out to
Alright.
Boot.
They're okay.
Okay.
They're both okay. Both teams, they're okay.
Next game, we got Love Garden 10, Go Ats 9. Rob Z.
Due to the possible change in their name, Sea Goats, because they're sponsored by Harbor now, they are a brand new team this year. They're a lot better, a lot more tenacious than I've ever seen the Goats before, and they're actually a lot more chill. This game was incredibly fun. If you would recall last game that we played each other in the regular season, we also won by 1 in the 9th. It was a very clutch performance. However, this game, we had to dig down deep. We were down by 4 runs on 2 different occasions. And I just have to give it up to the tenacity of the players on Garden that every single person did at least a single or double or triple contribution in the clutch moments. And it doesn't really matter what you do the whole game, but in those moments when you want to shine, you do shine.
All right. Next game, we have Happy Shark 10.
Oh my gosh.
Rockets 0. 2 straight
Two
shutouts.
straight
Happy
shutouts.
Shark.
Again, never happened before. It happened twice. Crazy.
Like, 2 teams in the
I
same
thought
weekend.
we scored a run, though. I'm going to be real honest about that. Because I thought we scored a run, but obviously not.
Once you saw the results on this, on the.
This is the first time I'm hearing of this. I did not know. I thought we scored one.
All right.
That's all I have to say.
That's it.
No, I reffed this game, and I feel like the Rockets held their own pretty well. The score definitely shows that Happy Shirt got
They
the runs
didn't.
in. But Rockets got on base. They got stranded on base a whole lot. It was a good
We
game
did
to watch.
leave a lot of runners on base. Like, we just could not close, which is disappointing, as always.
Nobody likes
no
it when you
fun
can't
for
finish.
anybody.
Yeah.
Exactly.
No pew, no pew.
No pew to my pew. It's okay. We're gonna get you next week, Red Legs.
All right. Speaking of the Red Legs, they had 9 runs compared to Mario Chalmers. 22. Wow, this was.
How the hell did this
This game
happen?
was on
How the hell did
fire.
this happen?
I totally thought that this was going to be one of the games of the weekend. It turns out it wasn't.
They just had some crazy. They strung a bunch of runs together. They were kicking really well.
I heard
Everyone on that
Chalmers
team
was like
kicking
shopping
a
at the
champion.
gap.
Exactly. They couldn't miss. I guess in the gap, they hit every kick they needed to make.
Yeah. Katie.
Katie, did you ref this game?
I refed/watched this game.
Okay.
And there was a home run that they had. It was like went up 5-4 or 4-3 in like the 5th inning. And I turned around to one of my teammates and said, "That's the game right there." And you guys took off after that. Redlegs was just
done. Yeah.
I mean, they totally shit the bed. They just lost it all after that. So. Yeah, it was not a great game to ref, as most people know. But you know, we'll move on.
Jess, what do you got for us?
Dave said it.
All right, so obviously we came into the game knowing that Redlegs are very aggressive base runners, and I think we definitely took that into account, and I think we cut at least 2 of the runners off. You know, whoever's on first, they're going straight to third on any base hit, so we kind of cut a couple of those off, and everyone fucking contributed that night. I don't think there was a single person on our team who didn't get on base.
Awesome.
And it was just a phenomenal effort on our entire team's behalf, so... Chalmers!
Yeah.
That's true.
I think it's one of those things where Chalmers were a 3, and as someone who is a 3 seed, the Chalmers are, I'd say, a truly nice team. And I think when they got 7 runs ahead on any of the 3s, they just kind of let it. We're like, that's cool, that's good enough, we're gonna win. And so I think people kind of forgot with the aggressiveness of the 2s how effing good Chalmers' are, and
I mean,
they proved it.
If you look back upon it, like Chalmers beat the number 2 overall seed in a game of the week 5-1, and they dominated the entire game.
Yep.
So you can't really sleep on them, and you shouldn't have slept on them.
Speaking of that, so the Chalmers, like Jackie said, had that comfortable lead, and there was some chatter from the Redlegs, and then the Chalmers just put it on. I mean, that's what happened.
Chit chat.
All right.
Thank you.
Oh, boy.
Okay, now that we got all the games reviewed, let's go to some discussion questions.
Yay.
First one is, how does your bracket look? Liz?
I didn't fill out a bracket.
Oh, son of a bitch.
No one told me. No one told me to.
Also, no one really had a bracket challenge this year, so it's
Exactly.
understandable if you didn't.
I will say, though, that, I mean, I feel like for the most part, everything kind of shook out like I thought it would. There weren't a whole lot of surprises this week. The shutouts, I guess, were a huge shock to Cougar, but I don't follow stats, so that was news to me again, too. I've just been surprised a lot this week. So that's where I'm at with my bracket.
You didn't know that you didn't score a run until
Exactly. I thought we did.
5 minutes ago.
Exactly.
Jackie?
I mean, obviously, the unfortunate forfeit of Merchants kind of messed up my brackets a little bit, but it's kind of like first round in the NCAA tourney. So I lost a point or 2. I'm still looking pretty good with my choices.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm in the same boat. I couldn't predict the Merchants forfeits, but yeah, thanks a lot for that one, Derek.
It's all your fault.
Dick.
I blame Santos. It's not you. It's okay.
I would like to thank Ari Oxer for making the girl on girl t-shirts that say without the girls you don't play. It's a fact.
Fact.
Oh.
All right.
Long.
But overall, no, mine's still together.
Yeah. Mine's kind of fucked on the other side, the less awesome. But on the awesome side, I have 7 of the 8 still left, and the only reason why I don't have the 8th is because I never picked my own team to get past the second round. So there we go. Coog.
The only ones I got incorrect was the 16-17. I was wrong about Woost, losing the Sacred Sword. There's that. Boom. Thank you. Another one I was wrong about was clearly wrong is Red Lakes. Chalmers is in the second round. I don't know how many. I thought they went by 6 or 5. I don't know, but by 11 runs. I mean, I'm still early shocked.
No. 13.
Did I say 13?
13.
Check the tape. Okay.
22-9.
I know, 22-9. What I said the predictions that they would win by like 5 or 6. By 13, I'm just early shocked that they won by not only win, but win by that much. So I have no idea. No, I had Merchants winning.
Z.
So.
I was also thrown off quite a bit how Merchants had the double forfeit. That being said, I'll echo the sentiments of previous comments that I am surprised by the shutouts, surprised how Merchants forfeited, and also not very surprised that Chalmers's came out with a fucking fire.
Yeah. Okay. Taylor?
Oh, I got nothing. I've just been cutting hair. I don't do brackets.
There you go.
All right. Next question. Any of the results that stand out to you? Liz? Quit Snapchat.
What? It's not Tinder. I don't do Tinder.
They're snapping.
Nothing. I mean, again, I'm gonna go with. I think the biggest surprise to me would be Asteroid Head. But like Jackie said earlier, they're a team that kind of just cruises through the season and then gets to the tournament and knows what to do. Was surprised about the Merchants forfeit, but everything else, I think, there's not a huge amount of surprises.
Cool. Jackie?
I wish someone here had actually seen the Corksuckers game because I'm just curious how they're playing, and they're one of my wild cards for the plate. That's all. So.
Oh,
Megan?
I think the ones that I was obviously surprised about, S-Word bowing out early. I was also really surprised that the Jazz House Goats game was so close. I expected Goats to win, but
definitely.
that was probably one of my biggest surprises to me. So.
For me, the results that stand out to me was the fact that Merchants wasn't able to field a team. Like,
They
totally,
had 8 ladies, but random circumstances.
Yeah, it's just one of those things that just... Derek, what do you got? This isn't your time.
I just want to clear it up. We had 6 eligible girls. 1 moved away we knew about. 1 was in France we knew about. So it brought us down to 2, and we found 2 more, got them tournament eligible, and then Wednesday I had a call, hey, can't make it. Friday, 4:30 in the afternoon, hey, I can't make it. That was it.
For me, this is just as a person who helps recruit and stuff like that. But if you knew the people were going to be gone,
well, we only knew 2 were going to be gone early in the year. We knew they weren't going to be there, so we buckled down and recruited at least 2 more. So we had a total of 4 Monday morning. Wednesday was 3. Friday was 2. I mean, life happens. Not everybody bleeds kickball. You're gonna fly back. We did talk to one of our girls who moved to DC. We talked about flying her back in. And last minute notice, it's like $1,000, and we ain't about all that.
You ain't about that life.
So you don't bleed kickball either, then, is what you're saying.
Well, it was funny because she said she was game for it, and we had a voucher for $300. And she texted us from a hospital. She's like, "Good thing I didn't come down. I just broke my elbow." So she probably would have been able to play anyways.
Wow.
So she'd have been playing in a sling, basically.
Something, yeah. And I will say this.
Damn.
Little heads up for next year. Merchants will not be back in KBKL.
Cool.
Dun, dun,
New
dun.
sponsor. Okay.
New sponsor.
So
Wow, that was
so
shocking.
dramatic.
Results that stand out. Again, obviously, the 2 straight shutouts for these teams. Never happened before. Had with Channel 6 and we're happy sure. And I know, Rob, you maybe not be as surprised about this. Again, 13-run win over Red Lakes by Chalmers's. I'm still like, my head is spinning. And I'm just shocked still. So that's the one that stood out for me. So.
Z?
I will agree to disagree with you, Cougar. I think Chalmers have been primed for this for the entire time.
Not 13 runs, win.
Not surprising. Red Lakes are a good team, but they have some work to do. First year as a new team in the league, it's always a proving ground. Some of the results that I thought were surprising. Johnny's really kicking it up in the tournament. Also, not so surprising, Red Lion getting it done again and again, trying to make that tournament roll.
Yeah.
Taylor?
When did Johnny's kick it up in the tournament?
Johnny's lost, but they're going for the gold.
Okay.
She got nothing.
You got anything?
Nothing. I kind of forgot what the question was, but I'm a little bit confused because Johnny scored 0 and then they also scored 0 in a forfeit. I don't think they've kicked it up quite yet, but maybe next week.
Maybe Merchants would have had a full team if their hair had been getting cut at Static.
Or been getting permed.
All right, next question. How did your body feel on Monday after 2 straight weeks of doubleheaders? Liz.
Like shit. It's not the 2 games on a Sunday that's a big deal. It's the 2 hours in between that you have to sit around or try and figure out how to stay warm or not drink too much to get through that second game.
Yeah.
Monday always comes early after you play 2 games on Sunday,
Yeah.
especially when the second one is at 9:30.
Jackie.
Well, I reffed a couple games and then played a couple games, and other than my shitty ass ankles that should always be in water, I'm pretty good. Thanks to, swimming. Go team.
Yeah, I feel like a big pile of poop reheated. But I think a lot of that has to do with there was quite a few of us. I want to say maybe like 20 of us in the league who actually played a tournament the day before. The genius of us.
How many games did you guys play?
Six games
Oh.
on
6
Saturdays
Golly.
and then 2 on Sundays. So
I feel less shitty though this week than I did last week when I
Same
didn't
here.
play 6 games on Saturday, just played the 2 on Sunday.
Only 8 games between Saturday and Sunday, and we feel great.
I feel amazing.
Exactly.
Renewed and strengthened.
Body feels great.
Oh.
I'd like to point out that I think 5 players from the Wildman and D-Holes game played 6 games on Saturday.
Yeah.
And 2 on Sunday.
We did the math, and it was like 60 innings that we had played in less than a 48-hour period.
Yeah, that's crazy. I actually, other than going to the emergency room, felt great.
Oh.
Coog.
You know what's surprising? I was actually okay. Other than like, my feet hurting like hell because...
You had a triple header, didn't you?
What's that? No, we didn't.
You only had a double?
It was only a double header, yeah.
Oh, okay, that's not too
it's
bad.
only- no, it's not so bad. Surprisingly well. I mean, I split kick. I mean, granted, I pitch every inning, but like, other than my feet hurting from being on cleats for playing and reffing, I was fine. Shocking.
The brain is good, but the body suffers a little bit, getting to be an old man. And so I actually am suffering from plantar fasciitis a little bit. Gonna take it easy this week. Been rolling tennis balls and golf balls at work under the table.
Cool. Taylor?
Was the question, are we changing predictions or how does our body feel? Because my body feels great. Oh gosh, I can't read. I just shouldn't answer these questions anymore.
Taylor,
You're
you
all
can
good.
read.
You're all good.
I never learned how to read.
Okay. Number 4, if you did fill out a bracket beforehand, would you like to change any of your predictions?
No.
Jackie?
I had KTC going all the way, but pulling Kenny out of the equation, I'm not sure now. I'm a little bit there. And I still haven't figured out between, a Red Legs and Hertz Donuts for my predictions for the Twain. We'll see where that goes. So it could be a battle to the death there, and I don't know. I might I don't know. Yeah. That one I might be a little off on after. We'll see if Red Legs can get their shit together because they're a new team, and I think that's something you don't think about when you're a new team. If you've played in the league for a long time, you understand how to play competitively with a tournament and how to do it right. And I hope Finley can pull it together and continue as a new team. But, go Rockets.
Pew pew.
Yeah, I like I said before, Merchants and S-Word would probably be my only changing things.
Yeah, I totally had Woost and Los Matadores in the semifinals of the plate. So, I would like to change those. But other than that, I think I'm sitting pretty for all the other brackets. So, yeah, Coog.
Yeah, I would have changed the Woost and Los Matadores semifinals to less awesome bracket as well. Whoops.
Yeah.
So, other than that, on the awesome side, no. I feel good about it, especially with Tappy Shirt, Red Lion final, and almost pretty much every year I pick Happy Shirts.
No,
Yeah,
no way.
Really, exactly, right, exactly. But that's not going to change. Nope.
Z?
I'm going to agree with Cougar a little bit, but obviously we did not expect the Merchants forfeits, so that changes things a little bit.
Taylor?
No bracket.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Thanks. Okay, so what was the best game you either saw or played in this weekend? Liz?
Well, I wanted it to be my game not getting shut out against Happy Shirt, but that blew up in my face about 3 minutes ago. So I'm gonna go with the Chalmers' Redlegs game. That was inspirational.
All right. Jackie.
Obviously, I wish I could have seen the Wildman D-Holes game. That's the best part about kickballs, when you can see those really intense games. But the Woost game that we played with Sacred Sword was solid. It was nice.
My favorite was definitely our game. I had a great time with those guys, and I don't think anybody on our team left disappointed. I think everybody was really proud of themselves at how they played. So yeah, that was my favorite game, was the Wildman Hurts Donuts game.
Same for me. Like we kind of figured that like if we didn't play really well and match your guys' intensity, that we may not win this game. So that was one of the best games that I played in. So yeah, definitely Wildman Hurts Donut. Cool.
Well, for me, it's kind of weird with those games I saw at YSC. The best one I saw, even though I'm going to be dismissive of it, is the Goats Jazz House game being 3-2. I only saw maybe half of this, and I was a little shocked that it was a close game. And credit the Jazz House. They held their own against the Goats. They really, really did. So of all those, that was the best game, which is still surprising.
Z?
I wish I would have seen the Wildman D-Holes game, because that was fucking epic. However, I do have to say that our game against Goats, it was just like ridiculous back and forth. Just very one for the ages. Huge differences made by multiple players on every team, especially the ladies. Shout out the ladies for Kickball. You do make a fucking difference every single time. We wouldn't be here without you. And that was it.
Okay.
That was a hard game.
Yep. Taylor?
I got to see the Sacred Sword Woost game, and that was really, really good.
Yep. Yeah. All right. So we're going to move on to predictions. Let's see. We're going to start with the Reasonably Awesome, which is the Twain final. And we're going to say goodbye to Taylor, who works at Static, which is this week's sponsor, 12 East A Street. You can get a hold of them at 785-830-9400, statichairsalon.com, and then ask for the KBKL 30-2010 special, $30 cuts for ladies, $20 cuts for gents, and $10 off of coloring your hair. Okay, first game that we're going to do, quarterfinals of the Twain, Woos versus Free State. We're going to start with Rob Z.
I'm going to go Woo style on this. I think Free State has some digging deep to do, and Woost has some tenacity to give.
Coog?
I don't have a good reason. Free State by 2. That's it.
Yeah, I got Free State.
I want it to be Woost, but I think it's going to be Free State.
Yeah. Jackie?
Woost by 69.
Yeah. Wait, Jackie.
I can't even follow that. I'm going to go with
Nice.
Jackie's prediction, Woos by 69.
And then Liz, Woos by 69.
Woos by 69. I
All
agree.
right, nice. All right, next game, Matadores versus Hertz Donut. We're going to start with Liz.
D-holes all the way.
Jackie?
Los Mats ain't scoring a run in this goddamn tournament.
Yeah.
Fuck no, they're not. D-holes.
I got D-holes as well. Cougar.
Hey, Megan, are you going to promise another, 15-inning game with the Los Matadors like you always play?
Oh, that shit ain't happening again.
Oh, are you sure? Why not?
Oh, I am 100% positive.
Yeah.
It's going 7 because it's a fucking blowout.
There you go. I got D-holes by 9.
Z.
D-holes by 100%.
All right, next game, we got Das Boot versus Go Ats. Kind of a reunion game here.
Yes,
Liz?
yes.
Man, I got to go goats.
All right, Jackie.
Sea swimming. How do you do water goats?
Sea goats.
I'm going Das Boot. Yeah, Team Yellow Sub, basically.
Team Yellow Sub, yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Coog.
Goats by 3. Goats by 3.
Oh, easily Goats by 5.
Okay. Then next game, last game that we have in the cup, Rockets versus Redlegs. We're going to start with Rob Z.
I'm actually going to get on the tenacity factor here. Redlegs got a little recovery to do, but I think Rocket's going to fucking blast off and take this by 2.
All right, Coog.
Last time Redlegs won by 8. This time they'll win by 6.
Yeah, I really want to pick the Rockets, but I'm going to go Redlegs here.
Yeah.
Megan.
You're all getting sliced in the parking lot after this.
Oh my God. Is Andy back for this game?
Andy's back this week.
Rockets.
All right, Jackie.
Rockets by 2 Pikachus.
Yeah.
Liz.
2 words. Pew pew.
All right. So we got that out of the way. Kidding. We're going to go to the less awesome side. First game there, Asteroid Head versus Ladybird Harpies. Liz.
Harpies.
All right. Jackie.
I love you, Stacy, but Asteroid Head.
If there's no hero throws by the youngins, I go for Harpies. If there's hero throws, it's going to go to Asteroid Head.
Going to Asteroid Head. Coog.
The problem with the Harpies that they don't learn the no hero throws and cowboy running. They won't learn this time. Asteroid Head by 7.
Z.
I love both these teams, but Asteroid Head will reign supreme.
Yeah. Okay. Next game, we got Johnny's versus Rats. Liz.
Rats.
Jackie.
Ratatas.
All right. Megan.
Based off of last week's performance, Rats.
All right. I'm going to go with Johnny's in an upset. Coog.
I disagree. Rats by 5.
Okay. Z.
I'm actually going to go with Johnny's also, even though I love this Rats team. It's going to be by 1 run.
Okay. Next game, we have Corksuckers versus Jazz House. Liz.
Jazz House.
Jackie.
Cocksuckers.
The sucker of thy corks.
I'm going with Jazz House. 926.5 Massachusetts. Thank you, Rick, for letting us come in here every week. Tuesdays, $2.50, almost anything. Come on down, Coog.
Thank you, Jazz House, as well. But unfortunately, Corksuckers my pick to win it all for the plate. Corksuckers by 6.
Okay.
No doubt exactly.
Z.
I'm going to go Corksuckers, even though both serve fantabulous drinks.
All right. Last game we have here on the less awesome side, Ghosts versus Poshwash.
Ooh, I gotta go with the ghost.
This is a hard one. This is a hard one.
For me, this is one of the games of the weekend.
Yeah, this is a fucking hard one.
Game.
Yeah. Z, who you got?
Goddamn, like both these teams are so equally matched. I'm actually going to abstain. 1-run game.
All right, Coog.
It's going to be a close game. Poshwash by 2.
I'm going Ghost because of the jerseys.
All right, pick a
Megan.
hand. That is not Ghost. Who's it? Wash. Yeah.
Nothing written on your hand.
Wow.
I'm leaving it up to complete chance, man.
Jackie.
Prove me wrong.
Kickball wife, you better win this one, okay? Go Poshwash. I love animals.
All right, Liz.
I mean, although Poshwash has been on fire, I'm gonna go with Ghosts.
All right. Now, to the awesome side of the bracket, KTC versus Red Lion. My game of the weekend, Liz.
Why you gotta make me go first on this? Red Lion.
Jackie.
Oh God.
I love to drink at the Lion, but their game is at 5 o'clock, and I'm gonna pick Tree Care for that reason.
Megan.
Start drinking early, please. Yeah. But I'm still going with my wife and Titty Shot Todd with the Red Lion.
All right. I, being the company man that I am, I'm going with Red Lion. Cougar.
Woo! KTC without Kenny, they have not want Josh Bingham at pitcher. It's not enough to recover. Red Lion by 5.
All right, Z.
Strangely, I will agree with all of you. Red Lion got the truck.
Don't let us down, damn it.
Okay. Next game, Channel 6 versus Wildman. Liz.
Wildman.
Jackie.
You're out, right? 100%. You can't play with that injury?
I'm out.
All right, Angela, since you found kickball and you love it, you better win, okay? Go Channel 6.
All right. Megan.
Phil filled in really well for you, but I'm going to have to go with Channel 6.
All right. I normally do not pick my own team or pick my games in general, but fuck it. Wildman. Big. Coog.
Oh, golly.
Pick it.
Wildman by 1. I have no good reason why.
Is that only because I'm sitting right next to you?
No,
Probably.
not because
I think
got a
most
really
definitely.
long wingspan.
It's his favorite women against his
I love
favorite
JP
man.
and Mike, my former teammates. They're great. I love them.
Yeah.
Mike, my broadcast partner for the championship games. Wildman by 1. No good reason.
Z.
I think both teams equally matched. I've seen both of them show up. It depends on which team shows up, though. So I'm going to call Channel 6 by 1 in 11 innings.
All right.
11 innings.
All
Wow.
right. Next game, we got Muddy Waters versus Jardín de Amor.
Who?
Rob Z. What do you got?
What?
Speak Español?
See.
I'm going to say I am going to take a card from your book, CJ, and not predict this game.
All right. Coog. Someone's got to do it.
Someone's got to do it. Muddy Waters is the big spot. You should prove yourself to be the 2 seed against a veteran team like Love Garden. Love Garden by 2.
Okay. This is probably I would say KTC Red Line is my first game that I would want to watch. Muddy Waters, Love Garden is the second game that I would want to watch. And I'm going to go, fuck.
Yeah.
I'm
This
going
is
to go
tough,
Muddy
CJ.
Waters by 1 in extras.
It's tough.
Megan.
Muddy Waters.
Jackie.
Predicting stuff sucks.
Yeah, it does.
Muddy Waters.
Okay. Liz.
I don't know. This is a tough one. It depends on which version of both teams shows up. So
Yeah.
I think that's where it's gonna come down to. But if I'm gonna throw a dart in the dark, I'm gonna say Muddy Waters.
Okay. Last game that we're going to predict here, Happy Shark versus...
said it again.
What? You said
Chalmers.
it again,
What
dude.
was that?
3 times
Oh,
he said
man,
sharks.
Happy
He
shit.
said
I think
shark
you're doing
3
it on
times.
purpose at this point.
Oh my god.
Rob Z. Collect yourself.
The shirt versus the Chalmerses. I think the Chalmerses might have the better shirt, and they will get that goat, and they were fucking hungry. So
right.
I'm going to call Chalmerses by 1 in 10.
Here's the thing, Rob. Happy Shirt has knocked out Chalmers out playoffs 3 times.
So they're due, Cougar.
No, they are not. They basically own Chalmers's. Happy Shirt is Chalmers' daddy. So guess what? It continues. Happy Shirt, they'll win by 7.
But Coog, we talked about this earlier.
I know.
Off mic.
We
But,
did.
Like, I'm just saying that Chalmers beat a Muddy Waters team handily.
You're right.
In a game of the week.
Right.
Handedly.
Against a team that beat Happy Shirt.
Right.
I'm gonna go with Chalmers in a close one, in a nail biter. Chalmers.
Okay.
Megan.
I'm going with old man Pappy Shits.
Jackie.
So hard.
Happy Shirt.
All right, Liz.
Do I have to pick a team or can I pick a player?
Pick a team.
Yeah, fine.
3 words. Summer of Joel.
And
All right.
happy birthday, Amber Lord Owens, today, girl.
Happy birthday, Amber.
Okay. Once again, thank you to our sponsor, Static Salon, 12 East 8th Street, Lawrence, Kansas, 66044, 785-830-9400. Excuse me. StaticHairSalon.com. Ask Taylor and receive the KVKO 30-20-10 special. $30 cuts for ladies, $20 cuts for gents, $10 off of coloring your hair. Once again, thank you to Rick at the Jazz House.
Yeah, Rick.
926 and a half Massachusetts.
Yeah,
Thank you for
static.
letting us come here every week and act like jackasses and talk into the mics. Let's see. We have Liz Schaefer,
Thank you for having me.
Jackie Firecracker Becker,
Predictions are hard.
Megan the Better Half Hallman,
D-holes.
Jason Cougar Huang.
I must say this real quick. Jack Stock went to our high school there, Megan Brandon, and he is a Olympic gold medalist. Lupine North High School.
Really?
Yes, he is. Yep. That's awesome. Go North. Go Mustangs.
Rob Z.
Thank you for having me, man.
For all-
Kickball is bomb.
Yes,
Absolutely.
and for all of them, I am CJ Cobra Kai. Thank you so much for listening. Thank you so much for showing up.
Thank you, guys. Thank you for
Take it
all
easy,
of
guys.
You. Yeah.
Neymar Jr. de Silva, hello.